the Andersonville neighborhood, this area used to be an orchard that was owned by a farmer named Anderson, which is kind of how the name came about. After the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, the city banned the building of wood-framed homes, which a lot of the Swedish immigrants were used to building with wood. They couldn't really afford to build with anything else, so a lot of them started moving up to this area because they could build those sort of those wood frame homes. So it was really around that time that there was sort of an influx of people moving into this area, and they were mostly Swedish immigrants that came up to this area, which is sort of how Andersonville got the Swedish neighborhood, or sort of has the Swedish history. My name is Jason Cox. I am the Associate Director of the Andersonville Chamber of Commerce. I've been at the Andersonville Chamber for almost 7 years. The Andersonville Chamber is the organization that supports the businesses that are mostly centered on Clark Street here in Andersonville. We have about 280 members, businesses, some of them here on Clark Street in Andersonville and some of them a little bit farther out. We're obviously sort of a neighborhood within a couple of other neighborhoods here in the city. Andersonville is the term that's kind of used to describe the neighborhood that's really centered around the Clark Street Business District, that goes from about 5,000 north in Chicago to about 5,800 north. So it's a sort of a mile-long stretch of Clark Street. Probably the biggest, without question, the biggest event that we have every year is our Midsummerfest, which is our annual street festival. We close down Clark Street for a stretch of 5 blocks. We have 5 stages, vendors, food. It's just a big summer street party that takes place on Clark Street. We get about 50,000 people that come to the neighborhood that weekend. So it's just a really great party. That's probably our most popular event that we do. But we also do a lot of events for the businesses. We have a sidewalk sale actually coming up next weekend, a 3-day event where a lot of the retailers set up on the sidewalks and run big promotions. We do a lot of holiday promotional events where the stores stay open later, so for holiday shoppers. We do an annual arts weekend, which is in October, which a lot of the businesses host artists for the weekend. So that's a really fun event. We run our Andersonville Farmers Market, which is every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and that goes through October. And that's just right down on Berwyn, between Clark and Ashland. So our Farmers Market, this is the 3rd year of the Farmers Market, and it's a really, really popular